Students, I am Deepak Kumar Verma from Shanti Niketan Jubilee School Motihari. In this lecture class, students, we have to especially focus on the topic two different credit situations, means formal credit situation and informal credit situation, and after that terms of credit and collateral are also two terminologies of study. Students, whenever we discuss about two different credit situations, it becomes very clear that in the formal credit situation, one is benefited too much. There is no exploitation of the formal borrower, and formal borrowers are benefited in a number of ways. They expand their businesses, they fulfill their needs, and they also easily repay the amount of loan to the banks. But in case of informal credit situation, we come to know that there is too much exploitation of those people who get the loan from informal lenders. They are exploited too much, they suffer too much, and they ultimately are trapped in the debt situation, and they try to come outside that very situation, but that is impossible for those people. So here, whenever we talk about formal credit situation and informal credit situation, taking help and examples of two different stories in the book, I would like to focus on these two credit situations. Students, we are talking about two different credit situations here in this chapter, and then we get that one is formal credit situation and another is informal credit situation. Whenever we take the example in the book regarding formal credit situation, students, we come to know that there is a person whose name is Salim. He gets the loan from a bank to run his business and look after his family needs. He not only expands his businesses, fulfills his needs, but he easily deposits or repays the amount of loan to the bank in due course of time. So in this very situation, Salim is benefited too much and is not in a troublesome condition. He expands his businesses, he also looks after his various domestic needs, and he is in a happy mood because a little rate of interest on the amount of loan is easily paid by himself and is happy due to this. So this formal sector credit, this credit situation that is related to formal sector credit is too much beneficial for Salim, who expands his business of shoe making and is also happy and able to cover up different types of needs. In a sense, we can say that he not only expands his businesses, not only looks after his household needs, but he also easily repays the amount of loan to the bank, gives back the amount of loan to the bank, and is very happy. So formal sector credit situation is in favor of Salim because the rate of interest on it is very low and there is a sense to work too much to get too much benefits. But after this, the second credit situation that we are going to discuss is informal sector credit. And as we all came to know during discussion, students, that informal credit is too troublesome for those people who get such loans from informal lenders. हमने पिछले लेक्चर क्लास में ये देख लिया है कि इनफॉर्मल क्रेडिट ट्रबलसम होता है, एक्सप्लॉयटेटिव होता है, ये परेशान करने वाला होता है, बिकॉज इस पर जो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट होता है अत्यधिक होता है और वो मंथ वाइज एडजस्ट किया जाता है, लिया जाता है। यहाँ इनफॉर्मल क्रेडिट सिचुएशन के रेस्पेक्ट में मैं आपको एक बात बताना चाहूँगा स्टूडेंट्स कि स्वप्ना नाम की एक लेडी है जिसके पास जमीन का एक छोटा सा टुकड़ा है। शी हैज़ ए लिटिल पीस ऑफ लैंड एंड शी लुक्स आफ्टर फार्मिंग देयर, but she has no money at all. She needs money to look after her farming, and for that she is in a condition to get the informal loan from Tejpal Singh. Tejpal Singh is a money lender and he gives her a loan at a very high rate of interest. और यहाँ एक कंडीशन और भी स्थापित की जाती है कि तेजपाल सिंह के खेतों पर काम करने के लिए स्वप्ना को बहुत छोटी सी मजदूरी पर काम करने के लिए विवश होना पड़ता है और साथ ही साथ जो हाई रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है उसे भी चुकाना पड़ता है। दुर्भाग्यवश एक पहले वर्ष जब उस लोन की राशि से वह खेती करना चाहती है, उसकी खेती साथ नहीं देती और इस बीच तेजपाल सिंह का प्रिंसिपल और रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट मिलकर एक बड़ी राशि बन जाती है। दूसरे वर्ष वह जो फसल उगा रही है उससे उतनी अर्निंग नहीं हो पा रही है कि वह तेजपाल सिंह को लिए गए लोन को रीपे करते हुए अपनी आवश्यकताओं को पूरा कर सके। नतीजा ये होता है कि एक बड़ी राशि को चुकाने के लिए उसे उसी जमीन का एक छोटा सा हिस्सा बेच देना पड़ता है। यहाँ मैं आपको एक बात बताना चाहूँगा कि यह इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर क्रेडिट सिचुएशन के तहत स्वप्ना ट्रैप्ड हो जाती है एंड देयर इज नो स्कोप टू गेट रीड ऑफ द सिचुएशन। उसके पास कोई ऐसा रास्ता नहीं होता कि वह इस चंगुल से बच सके। ऐसा होता क्यों है? ऐसा इसलिए होता है क्योंकि स्वप्ना ने इनफॉर्मल क्रेडिट लिया, रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट काफ़ी हाई रहा और फसल ने उसके साथ धोखा दिया, मौसम ने उसके साथ धोखा दिया, अच्छी फसल पहले वर्ष नहीं हुई। रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट बढ़ते बढ़ते एक बड़ी राशि हो गई और विथ प्रिंसिपल इस राशि को चुकाना अब उस फसल के माध्यम से स्वप्ना के लिए आसान नहीं रहा। तो इस तरीके से इस इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर क्रेडिट के कारण स्वप्ना को उसी जमीन का एक छोटा सा हिस्सा बेचना पड़ा जिस जमीन के लिए उसने तेजपाल सिंह से कर्ज के रूप में एक अमाउंट ली थी। यहाँ मैं आपको बता देना चाहूँगा कि इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर क्रेडिट ruined स्वप्ना because she had to pay back a large amount of money with a principal and rate of interest. But in the first situation that was related to formal sector credit situation, Salim was benefited too much in expanding his business, looking after his needs as well as repaying the money of loan to the bank, because rate of interest on formal credit is very low. That is why Salim was benefited and was in a condition to get rid of the situation or adverse situations, but Swapna was trapped in the debt and she was ruined because she had to sell a piece of land, of that very piece of land for which she had got the informal credit from Tejpal Singh. So overall the situation is very clear that formal sector credit situation is positive, informal sector credit situation is exploitative, negative. So we should try to get rid of the adverse situation of informal sector credit, because this ultimately gives a sorrow, and formal sector credit is beneficial because we are able to just secure better condition and enjoy too much in our life. And after this, here are two terminologies I would like to focus on: terms of credit and collateral. Actually, these are two different things which are necessary for a borrower who wants to get the formal sector credit, formal credit from either from bank or from LICs or from cooperatives. So we have to define terms of credit and collateral, because both are essential things during getting a loan from formal sector. Here, students, I would like to just define terms of credit. For getting the loan, terms of credit is fixed by the bank, that is accepted by the borrower, and its definition is interest rate, collateral and documentation requirement, and the mode of repayment together comprise, that is called terms of credit. यानी यह स्पष्ट हो गया कि टर्म्स ऑफ क्रेडिट के अंतर्गत इंटरेस्ट रेट जो होता है बैंक का, आइदर 8%, 8.5%, 9% और व्हाटसोएवर, वो collateral means documentation and the property as an asset to be deposited there in the bank, वो और mode of repayment, into how many installments one has to deposit or pay back the amount of loan. ये तीन चीजें जब आपस में मिलती है, रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, कोलैटरल और मोड ऑफ रीपेमेंट, दे टुगेदर फॉर द टर्मिनोलॉजी दैट इज नोन एज टर्म्स ऑफ क्रेडिट. तो जब लोन एक्टिविटी ऑफ बैंक में हम प्रवेश करते हैं, जब हमें फॉर्मल क्रेडिट लोन लेना होता है, तो ये टर्म्स ऑफ क्रेडिट फिक्स किए जाते हैं और उन पर हमें एग्री होना पड़ता है. ये बैंक तय करता है कि व्हाट कैन बी द rate of interest, which documentations the borrower has to deposit there, and into how many installments the total amount will have to be paid. तो ये terms of credit हुआ जो लोन एक्टिविटीज ड्यूरिंग गेटिंग ए लोन फ्रॉम द बैंक, LIC और कॉपरेटिव्स जमा करना पड़ता है फॉर्मल बोरोवर को. जहाँ तक कोलैटरल का प्रश्न है, इन द प्रीवियस lecture classes I have clearly taught you that it is just like an asset. I would like once to focus on collateral. What is a collateral? Actually, collateral is an asset that the borrower owns, such as land, building, vehicle, livestock, deposits with the banks, and uses these as a guarantee to a lender until the loan is repaid. Once again, students, collateral is an asset that the borrower owns, such as land, building, vehicle, livestock, deposits with banks, and uses this as a guarantee to a lender until the loan is repaid. आखिर क्यों बैंक इस कोलैटरल की मांग करता है? प्रश्न यह उठता है. Answer is very clear here to this question. Bank needs and demands for collateral so that there can be an assurance that till repayment of the loan, such property would be just in the grip of the bank, and if one doesn't just repay the amount of loan, the bank would be able to sell out the property just deposited there as a collateral there. तो एक प्रकार से ये सुनिश्चित करने के लिए कि यू हैव टू रिपे बैक योर लोन एंड यू हैव टू गेट बैक योर कोलैटरल, That is why this collateral is demanded by the bank and is deposited there. And after repaying all the amount of loans, that very collateral is just given back to the borrower. Thank you very much. Next topic would be discussed in the next lecture classes, students.